Chucky 101 back again for another video. And today's video is going to be a special video where we talk about the historicity of my Chucky Good Guy doll. Originally, I stated that this doll was from Child's Play 2. Of course, that was the common perception at the time. But is that still accurate? Well, we are going to find out today. Where this video starts, we are going to go over to the website called Your Props. Now, Your Props is an archive website that takes old auctions that were essentially back in the day, and it shows the original auction, and it essentially is just kind of like an eBay archive, really. And so it does have the original doll that I have right here, the exact same one. It has been matched to these photos. And this auction was probably listed back in 2008 or 2009. It appeared a couple times on eBay, but this is from the initial auction, I believe, or the second auction. Now, it does say in the description of the item that it was used as a background prop in Child's Play 2 from the factory scene, and then given to key members of the film. Of course, this is proven because you can see a picture online of Brad Dourif with one of these dolls. However, the question comes down to, is it from Child's Play 2? The original opinion said yes. But when I started to really investigate this, it really started to make me wonder, is this doll actually one of the dolls from the factory scene? Yes, you can see a lot of these doll bodies in the factory scene, but if you look, it's really not the exact same body form as the doll that I have. The dolls from the factory scene are relatively static with some rotation in the arms and legs, but they're all hard plastic. There's really no movement at all in the head. It's just attached right at the neck to the torso. And typically there's no hair seen on any of the dolls. And if there are hair on the dolls, it typically is a wig that was taken from that scene. You can actually look and see a prop that just sold on Prop Store recently that shows this. It has the exact same body form as the dolls from the factory scene. It actually has some shoes that are not actually legitimate Good Guy sneakers, probably just sneakers that they threw on the doll to help complete the prop at the end of production, since if you do look, a lot of the dolls at the factory scene are not quite completely pre-assembled, and they probably needed shoes to complete the doll, as well as the wig and the eyes that are on the doll shown here. However, my doll has a lot of rotation in the leg torso area. It's able to rotate from left to right, and if you look at the arms are not quite as static and they hang down a little bit more. On top of that, the interesting part about my Chucky prop is that the hair is actually stapled and sewn into the head. That does not quite match up with a lot of the doll bodies that you see that have been essentially preserved from that film. If you go over to the YouTuber and Instagram user Child's Play Archives, please check him out. He's an awesome Chucky historian that has a lot of really, really cool and niche Chucky props. You can actually see that he has about 3 to 4 of these dolls, and they are all 100% from the factory scene. But my dolls seem to be a little bit different. However, I really had no reason to question that it was from Child's Play 2. Of course, with all of the original clothing from Child's Play 2 being reused all the way up through Bride of Chucky, it's easy to see why you really wouldn't question the authenticity of the doll. You'd more have to wonder about, where did the doll fit into the production? However, where I really started to wonder about the doll was when you look at the Universal image of the doll. A copy of the doll was originally at Planet Hollywood Universal when they still had movie props, and you can clearly see that behind the doll there's a sign that says Child's Play 3. With this being said, this made me draw some major questions. How is it that Universal Studios, who would have actually gotten the doll from the production, say that this is from Child's Play 3? Do they have some sort of information that's different from the general public? I would say so. Where this investigation truly got interesting was when I went back to Child's Play 3. Someone had stated that the doll could actually be seen as Tyler is going into the devil's lair. To test this theory, if you go back to the scene where Tyler has Chucky and he walks into the devil's lair, as the shot of the camera moves back and as you see them scale up the stairs, you see a doll that's eerily similar to mine. The same body form, with the knees slightly bent. Everything from the arms to the hair to the clothing is spot on. Of course, you can't 100% prove it off this image alone, but it's to slowly slow down the film, and as you pause it, right as Tyler is about to close the door, you can see a direct shot of Chucky's face. And I can say with 100% certainty that it matches 1-to-1 to the exact same doll that I own. Everything from the skin to the hair, and most of all, to the eyes and the mouth, is a 1-to-1 perfect, identical, so to speak, doll that I own. If you go and you pause the video, you can see it. Feel free to turn up the lighting on your phone or your computer all the way up to max, and you can see the exact same face. This is so unbelievable to me. The fact that it can actually be screen matched to an actual scene in the film is so extremely rare, especially for horror. The fact that you can screen match it with 100% certainty is just incredible. And I have to say that after learning this and discovering that it's a screen-used lighting prop from Child's Play 3, for those that don't know, a lighting prop is a certain prop that they use for certain scenes or certain angles where they're trying to get a certain look on the doll. They typically call them lighting props. It's not something that's going to be like a major part of the film like one of the animatronic dolls. It's going to be used in certain scenes where they're trying to get a certain shot of the doll. The fact that it's a screen-used lighting prop is incredible. That puts it essentially a tier above just a background prop that was mainly made for production but didn't really actually show up on screen. This is way more exciting to me than it just being some doll that was made from the factory scene and put together after the film. This is so groundbreaking and so cool to discover that it is actually a Child's Play 3 prop, which is very niche and also a prop that doesn't really show up very often. Typically, you'll see things from Child's Play 1, Child's Play 2, but to have a Child's Play 3 prop is just incredible. And if you're looking for even further reference, head on over to Kevin Yeager's Instagram, where you can actually see 3 of his animatronic Chucky heads from Child's Play 3 that have the exact same hairstyle, color, and length as the doll that I own. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Oh, and by the way, I know the real reason you guys came here. So with that being said, Chucky has a little message for all the fans. You hear that, Chucky? You're a movie star.